Hello, I'm FJX3Cat and welcome back to another secret feature video. These are videos I like to make on my channel every single time an update comes out for Minecraft on the console to let you know about all of the features that were included in the update but that weren't included on the official changelog. The reason these are so called secret features is because the only way you can find out about them is by somehow stumbling across them in the game itself, or, you know, in the case of this, you can watch this video and you can find out that way. So this video is mostly not about secret features. I know it's confusing, but like it's mostly not about the secrets. There's only 2 or 3 secret features, but there's also a bunch of hidden features that were added to the changelog over 24 hours after the fact. So yeah, if you either, checked out the changelog the first day it came out, or you watched my video, the changelog that was included in that update was updated and lengthened massively, so there's a bunch of extra features that you probably didn't know about that I figured I would go through because one of them at least is fairly significant. So hopefully you do enjoy this video, like if you do like it, because it helps out the channel and lets me know you do like these sorts of videos and want to keep on knowing about all the features that you perhaps didn't know about before, and in this case you couldn't have known about before because they weren't on the changelog at the time it came out. So let's get straight into the secret features because they're the easier ones to go through, they're the more understandable ones. First of all, there is the fact that they took from the Bedrock Edition, the fact that every time you punch the air, as you can hear, you're going to get the air sound. So do you hear that? Even though I'm punching the air right now, I'm getting the air sound. You might think, wait, that's familiar though, I recognize that from somewhere. Well, what used to happen is on the job version and on the console edition, when you used to punch any entity with any weapon, you would get that noise to indicate that you'd hit as opposed to miss. It's very useful for multiplayer in particular, and yeah, basically it was only available when you actually hit something, but now you get it regardless of what item you have in your hand and regardless of where you hit. So as you can see, I'm very clearly not hitting something unless there's like secret hero Brian all around me, which again, totally not the case. But anyway, yeah, as you can see, punching, not getting the noise. So the second secret feature in this update is the fact that they actually changed the, the pre-title screen, the splash screens that came up before that. So it now says Microsoft Studios, 4J, and Mojang, all in very smaller, much smaller text, except on the PS Vita where it's larger for some reason. But again, let's leave the PS Vita to the side and just say that they changed the opening to Minecraft, which is quite interesting because again, bear in mind the console edition, like to some extent, in a lot of places it's called the Legacy console edition. It's kind of weird that they would update the game in a way that makes it look more professional, but I think that's them showing that, yeah, they still care about this game just as much as any other version, and it just has to seem like a good thing to me. So now we're going to move on to the hidden features, because like I said, here's the changelog you probably saw if you watched my video, or if you just checked the changelog at any point before it came out for Wii U, but as soon as it did come out there, they changed it a little bit more. Oh, by the way, I should mention, in yesterday's video, I said that this skin was a pig when it's a cow. Oh, sorry, I said it was a cow when it's a pig. So, just to make it up, here you can see it's very clearly a pig and not a cow. So look, I'll be a small pig for this video. So anyway, let's go back to talking about the changelog, which changed. I know it's a changelog, but it's still, usually we don't see changelogs change, but except in the first 10 minutes. But this one changed way after the fact. So first of all, let's talk about the fact that the date was wrong. So there's a funny difference. But the other thing is that they added a bunch more bug fixes, which are mostly not worth knowing about. But there's 3 in particular that I feel like were, because again, most bugs are like, oh, that's a bug that's fixed. But they changed 3 things which will affect your physical game. The first one is now the vertical distance your horse jumps does not affect its height as much as it did before. There was a bug to do with that, but now you can vertically jump and it's very effective. And as far as I can tell, this could just be that I didn't understand how horses work before, but it seems like, as you can see right here, there's some very weird, wait, if I do this right, you can see how like you just lock onto a height, like there's no jumping onto it, like I immediately end up there. So I think there's more of a friendly, engine for climbing onto blocks, which is really, really weird, but it feels better. So yeah, horses are better at jumping now because they're less glitchy, and it seems like they have like a different auto jump thing going on there. Second of all, the enchantment experience cost in creative now matches the Bedrock Edition, so the amount it costs things to enchant in creative matches that. Again, this is a weird one because like, how often do you care about the cost in creative? Apparently some people do sometimes, so that's been changed to match the Bedrock Edition. And then pistons can now move small chests, but only if the new position would have been valid for the players to place a new chest. Except this is patently not correct, because as you can see right here, I've got a piston, I've got a chest, and it'll work for trap chests too. But as you can see, I can move the chest and it's fine. Except you can only move it one way. Pistons moving chests was a Bedrock exclusive feature. Now it's here too, it seems. But you can only move it one way. You can't stick to a chest. You can only move the chest. As you can see, if we do the same thing here, we'll throw our like cake recipe in there because we don't need that anymore. It's a lot less ugly when you throw it like that. But as you can see, move the chest, it retains its ingredients. But interestingly enough, and also, by the way, works with trap chests too, which is quite fascinating. But the thing about this that's kind of not true is the fact that if you have, say, should not have done that when I just put something in a chest, but if you have, say, a double chest and then you try to move this chest there, it will not let you. Even if you put it in the right direction, it doesn't allow you, even though it says, like, anywhere you could have placed the chest, it still only works for single chests. You can't merge chests correctly, and, that's a weird bug in a feature that kind of thing. However, you can put chests like between chests if it, again, could have been placed naturally, but it doesn't. There's no like double physics, there's no double mechanics like that, and that's something kind of interesting. So yeah, that's a thing you can now do. You also can't move part of a double chest forward, you know, away from the other half, because double chests on the console at least seem to be seen as the same entity, whereas on Bedrock and Java they work separately. But at the very least, you can't move part of their chest without moving the other half, which is an oddity only found right here. So is that a bug in a feature, or is that a feature that's a bug, or is that just a poorly described feature? It's hard to be certain, but that is something interesting that you might not have known about this update. So yeah, this update has some secret features, as always. Even if there's a couple of them, it's still always worth knowing about, because then you know when the features came out. Again, there's no other way properly, as far as I can tell. Then we also go through the hidden features, and then also I want to just follow up from yesterday's video, because again, this channel is for everything Minecraft update news, so I figure I should mention that the Switch version had Skin Pack 1. I showed it off in that video, but I didn't really talk about it. Interestingly enough, has a bunch of Microsoft franchises in that game for the first time. So yeah, Skin Pack 1 is now out for Minecraft Switch. It's cool they're still supporting the old version of their game, and it's cool they're still, you know, updating this version of the game. And finally, please do like this if you do like it, because it helps out the channel a lot. Listen, you do that sort of thing. Share if you really liked it. Subscribe if you're around here. Turn on notifications. And one more thing, if you, a lot of people yesterday were like, oh, sorry, I can't enter the giveaway. I don't have Twitter. Well, the trick is if you don't have Twitter, it's like really easy to sign up. Like, that's kind of half the point. That's why I say, like, oh yeah, if you don't follow your favorite YouTubers on Twitter, it's the other half of YouTube. It's the other half of my YouTube channel, because it allows you to see these extra things. And if you don't have Twitter, maybe that's a good opportunity to sign up. But maybe I'm just being crazy on that one. But again, a lot of people, the giveaway's been done now, and a lot of people missed out on the opportunity because they're like, I don't want to sign up for Twitter. And it's like, you know, it's really, really, you know, signing up for anything, it can be done, you know. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.